Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Well, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, my guides, or my new guide, Aaron. I still haven't got that pronunciation right. I'm sure they'll get it to me correctly at some stage. Took me on the journey on my previous reading. I was going to be reading about Jupiter and Europa, and no, changed course on me completely. And after that reading, I just feel so incredibly, if I say glowing, I don't mean that as in glowing as in looking gorgeous. I mean that glowing as in just leveled up, big time leveled up. Okay, so if you haven't seen it, go and have a look. It was about the experience I had yesterday. I went to see my soothsayer who has now found her true calling, her true path in this world and in this human plane, the skin being plane. And it was just the most incredible experience. I went for a Reiki treatment and boy, oh boy, did it go completely down a different path. Okay, but what I want to have a look at in this reading is entertainment only. I am switching decks. I thought the Starseed Oracle would be for this reading, but no, it was for the previous one. So I'm going to use the Work Your Light Oracle deck. And what I want to have a look at, I'm going to blurb again at the beginning, is I'm going to have a look at a couple of my beautiful viewers have asked me that with 3i Atlas, they've asked about Jupiter, which is a huge gas giant, pretty much considered a failed star because it did not ignite, and Europa. Now, those who are of my generation, or even around my generation, would know all about Arthur C. Clarke's Odyssey, 2001 A Space Odyssey, but more importantly, in regards to this reading, 2010 Odyssey 2. Now, 2010 Odyssey 2 had a spaceship visiting Europa. Now, Europa is a moon that orbits Jupiter, and it is an ice moon. It has an ice crust upon it, considered to be miles, kilometers thick. It has a twin, and its twin is called Io. And Io is a moon that is highly volcanic, erupting continuously. Probably is very similar to what Earth was way back in the day when Earth was first creating. Now, there is considered through scientific research, it is believed that there is life form on Europa, mainly because there are all the elements of life on Europa. Now, it wouldn't be an oxygen-based life form like what we have on Earth. It may be carbon-based, but it wouldn't be oxygen-based. Because it is literally under a big crust of ice. It would be life forms very similar to those that you find in the very deepest of oceans around volcanic vents, where basically what is happening is that minerals and nutrients, whatever you like to call it, from deep within the molten core of the earth is brought to the surface and expelled in these deep trenches under enormous pressure. And what happens is there's life forms around these vents, live in total darkness, and they subsist by drawing on these mineral nutrients. They're a mineral-based life form. It's just really quite fascinating, and I'm sure I've completely butchered it, so I do apologise to any biologists and volcanologists and all the rest of it out there. So I'm going to have a look. What their question was 3i Atlas. Now, 3i Atlas is emitting, this is what the earthly scientists have detected, a nickel alloy and cyanide. Now, on Earth, we extract nickel from the earth using cyanide, along with other metals as well, like lead, etc. But we use cyanide to extract nickel. So the fact that it's cyanide and nickel alloy, carbon dioxide and hydrogen, indicators of potential carbon-based life forms. Very fascinating. So their question was, with 3i Atlas, will Jupiter be ignited, entertainment only, so that we end up in our solar system with twin suns? Not unusual. One smaller than the other, obviously, because Jupiter is, I imagine, is smaller than the Sun. Yes, it is. It's significantly smaller than the Sun. But a big sun and a little sun. And now you can imagine if Jupiter does ignite and become a sun, the evolution of life on Europa, nearby Europa, the ice moon that has a volcanic core. Oh, that's the puppy dogs. Actually, I saw a shadow go past, which really surprised me because Spot he went out down, but I saw the shadow here. Wasn't Spot. That's interesting. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look using the Work Your Light Oracle cards. Is this a potential? Is this something that we are looking at? I feel no fear whatsoever. It just feels awe-inspiring. Not awe as in scared, awe as in, oh, wow. So let's have a look. And if you can hear some noises, it's the dog's trying to work out where to lie down in the office here. Need to get some more doggy beds, I think. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look. Jupiter and Europa. Is this something that is on the cards? Okay, they told me to stop shuffling there. I have no idea what I'm going to see. And I've literally written down, ignite Jupiter to evolve life on Europa. So let's have a look. Hoo-wee! First card out. Right. Oh, interesting. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Question mark. Okay, so this is very much about being part of this leveling up, this part of this change. We need to bring ourselves into spiritual fullness, into to bring our shattered pieces together, pretty much, just like the image here. Align your life. So this is about preparation for what is to come. And there's Spotty Dog. This is about going through the, how do I put this, Spotty? Going through the, I'm getting the word exercises, but I'm not talking about, going out and running for a marathon or anything like that. Going through it, because it's not lessons, it's more than lessons, it's greater than lessons. It's like the difference between doing a lesson on how to run a marathon and actually running a marathon. This is about doing the exercise of aligning your spirituality with your skin being, with your life purpose, and we all have a really powerful life purpose, to be in a position for this moment. Okay. Oh, man. I was told that I would be channeling and arbitrating, but this is feeling incredibly intense because we are in the age of light, Homo luminous. Don't think they're going to focus on those little words down there. You have been training for this moment for lifetimes. So it's pretty much time to get your alignment, they're just saying house in order, but they're not talking about your physical house. They're talking about your spiritual house in order. Your spiritual, your extraterrestrial, your inner knowledge, your just everything within your skin in order for this moment, because we are in the age of light and you have been training for this moment for lifetimes. So I'm pretty sure this is a yes card, but we'll see where it goes. Oh, and if it's not telling me to get your house in order, here's the inner temple. Tune into the portal of your heart. Get your inner temple in order. We often talk about your body being your temple, etc. This is what it's talking about. Okay. So you've been training for this moment for lifetimes. It is coming, whether you like it or not. So now is the time to prepare internally to be ready. Okay, let's see where this goes. The keepers of the earth, that's us skin beings. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. The ancient ancestors are standing beside you as we go on this path forward. Now, this is the past. This card is in the past. This card here, the inner temple, is in the energy that we need to be sitting in. The challenge is the age of light, and the signifier is the time to align. So time to align is your signifier. The age of light is the challenge. The energy that we're sitting in is the inner temple, and the past is the keepers of the earth. Absolutely. Humanity, the keepers of the earth. In the past, we are not alone. The ancestors of the past stand beside us in this moment. Crowning this reading. Yes. Just say yes. Hoo-wee. Just say yes. Well, my question, I don't know that I've got an answer to this question, but they're telling us what we need to do to be ready for it. I think I'm going to grab another deck in a minute. Okay. The immediate future of what we need to do for this. There's Jupiter. There is Jupiter in the background of this card in the immediate future. Holy crumbs. I'm just seeing if she's on any of the other cards. No, she's not, but the immediate future. There is Jupiter in the background. Break the chains. Break the ancestral patterns that are holding us back. We are rewriting the future, stepping out of the dark of Homo sapien and all those that have gone before us and stepping into Homo luminous. We don't need to. We are breaking that chain. Now, I did a reading a couple of weeks ago about the evolution of humanity, and we've had 9 major divergence evolutions as humanity, where one branch has died off and the other branch has thrived. And this has led us to Homo sapien. Homo sapien going back through the evolutions. There is no reason to believe we've had so many evolutions over the eons of humanity. Why would we stop evolving now? We are at this divergence point of Homo luminous separating from Homo sapien and going forward. Wow, okay. This is feel incredibly astounded is the word that I'm feeling. Astounded. I found this yesterday with Judy. It was so incredibly hard to put into human language what it was that I had felt, the process that I had gone through. But we are rewriting the future. There's the ancestral pattern of evolution. We've then got healing, and we are rewriting the future. And we are stepping into that healing stage, and the future is rewriting. Now, the reason why there's sort of this conception that we are not evolving as humans or as beings is because evolution takes millennia, like hundreds of thousands of years with each branch, tens of thousands of years sometimes, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. We are at this new divergent stage. Doesn't mean it'll happen within our lifetime, but we are part of the evolution, rewriting the future. And as I said, here is Jupiter in the background here. And I do wonder, because this Jupiter is so close, if this is Europa with its evolution as well. And it's the life that evolves on Europa is going to be different to the life that evolves on Earth, because it will turn into a water planet, not a oxygen-based life being, but a hydrogen-based life being. Okay, let's see where this goes. Externally, the soul family, call in your tribe. You do not have to do it alone. We are part of an extended community that has each other's backs in regards to this shift. And yes, that's spot click clacking on the timber floors. Hello, mate. Internally, take time out, because this is a lifetime's worth of work, multiple lifetimes worth of work. This is not a season. This is not going to happen overnight. It is going to happen over lifetimes. Get off the treadmill. Do not expect this change to be immediate. It's going to be lifetimes of journeys, this evolution. We're not here to do it alone. And it's not going to happen overnight. Some segments may, for example, the shift from hunter-gatherer to farmer, it happened within an incredibly short space of time of Homo sapien. With the evolution, segments will happen very quickly. But the greater evolution will happen over lifetimes. The hopes and fears, stepping through the crumbling of what was, and the fear of stepping through into what can be. What are we clinging onto that is holding us back from stepping through into this new leveling up, this new energy, this new paradise? What are we holding on to that is holding us back in the 3D? That's the hope and fear, something every single one of us will need to confront on an individual level. But the outcome, the sisterhood of the rose, the rise of the beauty and devotion of the priestess, the mystic, and the teacher. The beauty and devotion of the priestesses, the mystics, and the teachers. We are, you and I, the sisterhood, brotherhood of the rose as it unfolds petal by petal by petal. Whatever you do, don't dim to fit in. Don't hold yourself back from this journey. What are you clinging to that's holding you back? Don't dim to fit in, and do not, whatever you do, believe that you do not have this ability. Every single one of us has this ability. Every single one of us has our path to follow. And we are all unique. Don't try and be somebody else. They're already taken. This is about finding your voice, your inner eye, your inner connection, what you are bringing. And then we have the deep replenishment, the rest, be held, be nurtured, be cared for, because this is about self-healing, self-nurturing, because we are going to find ourselves unbound as we are releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives, and ascending into this new. Wow. Okay. Are we ready? Now, I don't know if it's necessary, Pleiades. My guide, my extraterrestrial seed beginnings was, I don't believe, Pleiades. I'm not sure where it is. Could have been. But this is our mission, a double mission, channeling and uplifting of humanity. And it is in our Akashic records. This is what, if you're watching this video, this is what you are supposed to be doing. Your guidance is divinely guided. And talking about the sisterhood, brotherhood of the rose, the ever unfolding rose. Once it's cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. And each one of us is part of the sisterhood, the brotherhood of the rose. Right, well, that didn't answer my question, but it is telling me that it is part of this journey of evolution. So I might grab pendulum. I haven't actually used pendulum. I've been using the yes/no cards, but my guides are telling me to use pendulum for this. Now this is my pendulum. Again, it's the purple of spirituality, your crown chakra, your third eye. Sorry, your third eye is your spiritual eye. It is an amethyst with a bit of wire from a craft shop and a chain that was in my drawer. Now I wrap it around my finger like so, like so, and just suspend it. And now I have my elbow on the table. So come on down, try and keep my finger in the picture so you can see that it's not me. Okay. Can you show me yes, please? Yes. Right, yes is back and forth towards me. Can you please show me no? Can you show me no? Can you show me no? And no is side to side. Okay, can I ask a question, please? Can I ask a question? Bring you down ever so slightly further. Right, round and round in a circle. For me, you have to tune your own pendulum in, but for me, round and round in a circle, is that it's ready for a question. Can I ask a question, please? Will, at any stage in the future, Jupiter ignite and become a second, it's straight into a yes, become a second star in our solar system? Yes. Can I ask a question, please? Will I see it in this skin being lifetime? Will I see it in this skin being lifetime? Yes. What am I, 57? My grandmother lived to 103. That's a few decades to go. Is this part of the, it's round and round in a circle, is this part of the, is this igniting of Jupiter part of the evolution to Homo luminous? Homo luminous, and it's yes. I should ask a no question. It's just almost like I know the answers, so I'm asking yes questions. For those of us that are, okay, is it going to be scary? Is it going, no, that's too general, because for some it will be horrifying, and for some of us it will be awestruck in a good way. I don't know where to go with the questions. I really don't. This is what I'm feeling, is that, because it was really interesting when I read yesterday on 3i Atlas, and I was asking how we would get the messages from 3i Atlas and the timing, because then yesterday was my with Judy, and it feels so wrong calling her Judy because she's so much more than her name. I got yesterday that the way the messages would be imparted, the information would be imparted, would be through knowing. And it would be, we simply know the information. We don't learn it, we don't hear it, it's not written down and given it to us. It's simply knowing. And on that note, I have no idea where to go with this reading. It feels like not enough, but enough for now, if that makes sense. So thank you for joining me. I hope that wasn't too out there, weird and airy-fairy and really contorting your mind. Who knows where this upgrade is going to go, and I'm excited, and I am thrilled that you are here with me for this journey. So yeah, in my lifetime, as I said, I'm 57. I go to my mother's 81, my grandmother went to 103. I could have 30, 40, 50 years. We shall see. Looking forward to it. Catch you shortly. No fear at all.